somebody said, I discuss them because I'm cool with Albert. And for the sake of everybody knowing who I'm talking about, I'll say Alpo, because I don't call him Alpo.
Good afternoon, America and the rest of the world. Xander J. Hobson here, stand-up comedian, entertainer, director and producer of boxing documentaries, internet troll to those who need internet trolling. This is another episode of The Devil's Advocate, brought to you by the Brilliant Artist Movement. I'm trying to grow the platform, so please subscribe, like this video, share it, and by all means leave a comment in the comment section, because I enjoy checking out the feedback from these videos that I make, as well as exchanging opinions and points of views with you all. Now, if you are a detractor and it is your nature to detract, I encourage you to do so. But just know, if you become nasty and belligerent in my comment section, I'm going to match your energy. I'm the troll's troll, and trolling me will not be tolerated. So anyway, I just got finished checking out a sister on YouTube by the name of Miss T. And for the most part, Miss T is a staunch Alpo Martinez supporter. Miss T pretty much telling the trolls to stay out of her comment section with that negative Alpo hating bullshit. Miss T suggested that the primary reason why most of these guys or most of these trolls, how you doing, baby? Good, are hating on Alpo Martinez is because they are haters. And Miss T has a point, and personally I suspect this is the case. Again, Alpo Martinez is a notorious criminal and a bloodthirsty killer with more than 14 homicides under his belt. So he's been behaving in a manner that has been dishonorable. So if the man has been conducting himself in a dishonorable way for most of his life, why on earth would he become honorable when his back was against the wall and he was looking at a whole lot of time? It just doesn't make any sense. Now, I remember watching the Star Report, and Star was talking about the charming, charismatic Alpo Martinez. And Star said it best. The women don't care anything about Alpo being a snitch. And in fact, the more the women hear the guys talking about what a rotten, slimy, backstabbing snitch Alpo is, the more interested in Alpo these women become. Oh, who's Alpo? Oh, who's this Alpo guy you're talking about? And Alpo is a very charming and good-looking guy. Alpo with the movie star good looks and the personality and the disposition of one who is the star quarterback of the football team. Alpo carrying himself like a conquering general who just returned from a successful military campaign. Alpo is the kind of guy who could have been anything that he wanted to be. Alpo the salesman, Alpo the attorney, Alpo the politician, but instead we got Alpo the criminal. Alpo is the guy, or Alpo is the type of guy who can adapt to and make the best of any situation. Alpo Martinez, the Afro-Puerto Rican, who was able to switch from English to Spanish in the bat of an eye. Alpo Martinez, the young kid born into Harlem, I believe, or the Bronx, who learned the trade of drug dealing as well as the trade of killing. Alpo Martinez, the up-and-coming drug dealer. Alpo Martinez, the drug kingpin, who threw picnics in the summertime and gave out Christmas baskets during Thanksgiving and the Christmas holiday. Alpo Martinez, the government informant. Alpo Martinez, the model prisoner. Alpo Martinez, post-prison, the YouTube star, the internet sensation, the trendsetter, the talk of social media. Alpo Martinez is one of these guys who could adapt. Now, before we go any farther, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I neither like Alpo or dislike Alpo. I am the devil's advocate. And when I see something that I can advocate, I go against it. For example, if I see a whole bunch of people talking good about Alpo, I'll find something bad to say about Alpo. And if I hear a whole bunch of people talking bad about Alpo, I'll find something good to say about Alpo. I am the devil's advocate. I am totally and completely on the fence. And the main reason why I come into these YouTube airways is to take a situation and make it a teachable moment. And the teachable moment here is the chicks love Alpo. Alpo is the type of guy who can walk into a room. He has movie star good looks, and at least half of the chicks in that room are ready to drop their panties, and the other half, they're thinking about dropping their panties. And in this day and time, at least a small percentage of the guys are ready to drop their panties.
And you know what the problem is? It's jealousy and the fact that he did whatever these things that he did, and he's out in the town living his best life unapologetically. It's crazy. Some of y'all wish y'all could do that. Y'all won't have the balls to do what he's doing. I'm not saying I agree or condone anything. I'm saying the same thing I've always said. I don't care.
Surely you're not that mad at Alpo for being a snitch, because again, the guy is not a law-abiding citizen. He's a criminal, and criminals don't behave honorably. And to all the criminals who do behave honorably, that is honorable of you, but for the most part, crime is a dirty business, and most of the people in crime don't play fair. So this is what I was thinking about, because again, Xander J. Hobson, stand-up comedian, entertainer, director, and producer of boxing documentaries, an internet troll to those who need trolling. I'm trying to build my platform, and when a topic comes across my desk that I can really get behind, I try to turn it into something. Coming through the ranks, I've known plenty of guys like Alpo Martinez, and from my own experiences, Alpo Martinez strikes me as the kind of guy who would be a pretty cool dude if you met him in any environment other than the drug environment. And I'm sure that he was, because when I look at a lot of the interviews, the majority of the people who interviewed Alpo Martinez had pegged him a pretty nice guy. A lot of the law enforcement officials said that it was hard to believe that Alpo Martinez was such a notorious killer. This is a testament to his charming personality and his sunny disposition. So this is one of those things everybody can't be lying. This is the reason why that Alpo Martinez was actually able to come back to Harlem after all of the dirt that he did, because there were those who liked Alpo Martinez the person. If you didn't have an emotional investment in Alpo being a slimy, backstabbing cutthroat, more than likely you wasn't burdened by the fact of Alpo's seedy past. As I was listening to Miss T give these detractors the business, I was thinking about a conversation I had with a lady friend of mine who happened to be from Harlem, who had some rather harsh comments about Alpo Martinez. She suggested that Alpo Martinez and LL Cool J had a homosexual relationship. And right away, the devil's advocate in me kicked in. I said, well, how did you arrive at the fact that Alpo and LL were in a homosexual relationship? She said something about Alpo giving LL a chain once upon a time, And again, I said, okay, so that qualifies Alpo and LL to be lovers? I mean, I need you to expand on it. And it was at this point where the truth came out. She said, well, it could be suggested, or one might think that it was more than meets the eye. And right away, I just said, sis, stop it. Why couldn't it have been the fact that Alpo Martinez recognized that he himself was a dirty, rotten scoundrel, and LL was an up-and-coming young guy who was doing the right thing by way of the rapping, and Alpo, in a gesture of kindness, took off his chain and handed it to LL and said, go ahead, young boy, do what you got to do, man. You got my love and support. So this is what I was thinking about, because again, since I've been following Alpo Martinez, I hear a lot of people come up with all kind of offhanded stories or excuses on why they hate this man. And I tend to believe that Miss T is actually right in her analogy. Most of these Alpo Martinez haters, they don't hate Alpo Martinez because he is a rat, because he is a killer, because he was a vicious cutthroat. They hate Alpo Martinez more than likely because they are jealous. So anyway, as I sum this broadcast up, it seems to me that Alpo Martinez has become the stuff of legends. Alpo Martinez with a cult-like following. Alpo, anti-hero. Alpo Martinez is the kind of guy that the bitches love. Alpo Martinez, a handsome guy with an element of danger to him. And this is why the women like guys like Alpo Martinez. Women like danger, women like power, and because Alpo Martinez seemed to embody all of these qualities, this is why women like Miss T get on these airwaves and say, hey, stop hating on Alpo. You can't be that mad about him being a snitch. I think the reason why you're that mad is because you're you and he's him. So with that said, I think I shared my thoughts on this and I'm done with it. Bang!
A little boy climbed an apple tree. He stole an apple, then two, then three. And when he started to climb back down, he slipped and he landed on the ground. Up jumped the devil. Up jumped the devil. And every time he turned around, up jumped the devil in the white nightgown.